Today, I have friend of the show, Marcus from the Working Class Nerds podcast, to go over the best, and I mean the best, classes in Star Wars The Old Republic. From the best one, in his opinion, to the best one for a beginner.
Welcome
to Uplink. I want to ask you what the best class is in Star Wars The Old Republic. And I'd like to give them a rating. So let's begin. Let me pull up the classes here.
How do you want me to rate them? A to B? C, D?
If you could rate them from 1 cartel coin to 10 cartel coins, that would
Gladly.
be fantastic.
All right.
Starting off on the Republic, what would you give the Jedi Knight?
I would say it's 10 cartel coins because if you're going to play a game and it's set in Star Wars, who doesn't want to be a Padawan and rise up to become a Master Jedi?
So question for you, is that would you recommend that to start off with? Let's say for me, I played SWTOR a little bit, but it's so long ago that's a completely different game. Starting off, would you recommend either the Jedi Knight or the Sith Warrior?
Well, I guess my first question would be, do you want a lightsaber or do you, some people want to be a bounty hunter because they've always dreamed of it, or a trooper because they always dreamed of being like a clone trooper. You know what I mean? So I feel like the question you have to ask yourself when you load in, do you want a lightsaber or do you want a blaster?
Okay.
First and foremost. And what is the most iconic thing for you? For me, when I first started the game, my first character was a trooper because I always wanted to be, a Republic trooper.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we have so many stories in Star Wars with Jedi Knights that at this point, I more enjoy the stories like The Mandalorian, and I think that's why it's gone over so well. It's like people are hungry for those gritty, I'm not a Jedi stories.
Yes, but at the same time, I loved the Jedi Knight story because it hit home. You know what I mean? And you're creating this character as a Padawan, and you're going through the ranks and doing your things, and you're making your own choices. And, you find out at the end, am I really a Jedi or am I really made to be a Sith? Because of the light side and dark side choices.
Yeah. I assume on the Empire side, the Sith Warriors are on the same level as the Jedi Knight.
It's my favorite class story in the game.
Okay. Because,
my favorite Star Wars character itself in all of Star Wars is R2-D2.
Excellent.
In all of Star Wars because, he's always been there, right? Mm-hmm. And he's always there to save the day.
I mean, he's a little sassy droid. How could you not like him?
Correct. But my favorite, if you expand past the movies, my favorite character is Ventress. And with the Sith Warrior, you can be a Marauder, which has 2 lightsabers, where there's never been in any other game where you could have 2 lightsabers. And the story is fantastic. Okay. So I would give the Sith Warrior an 11 cartel coin if I could.
So breaking the rating is how much you love this.
Yeah. That's my favorite class in the game. If I was starting the game from scratch or a new player was coming, I would tell him to play the Sith Warrior first, no matter what.
Okay.
And you're going to learn to hate Darth Barris.
Next up, on the Republic side, we've got the Jedi Consular, and then on the Empire side, we've got the Sith Inquisitor. What are your ratings for each of these guys on the same side of the coin?
Okay, so the Consular, I would give a 5 cartel coin. The story is really boring, and it's very what's the way I look at it? Like a goody two-shoes. It's like you're almost forced to be like the perfect angel as a counselor.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every decision is very much pushing you towards the light, and it's whatever you need, sir. Whatever you need, sir. The Force will be with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where the Inquisitor, I would say, is like a 9 cartel coin because you start off on Korriban and you're a slave, and they remind you on how evil the Imperial side is, and they call you slave like 1,000 times. And you're basically, you learn to just hate the people around you because everybody doubts you, and you get to shoot lightning from your hands. And who doesn't want to do that?
I love your reasoning. Next up, you touched on a little bit. We've got the Trooper on the Republic side, and we've got the Bounty Hunter on the Empire side.
So I'm going to start on the opposite side today with the Bounty Hunter. I mean, who doesn't want to be a Mando or a bounty hunter and go kill people, right?
Exactly.
So the class was really awesome, and minor spoiler, the first chapter of the Bounty Hunter is the Great Hunt. So do you remember, oh man, I can't think of the race. The lizard, oh my God.
The Trandoshans?
Yes, the Trandoshans. So you're invited to this great hunt, and you have to take out some of the most bad mofos on the planet. In the galaxy, I mean. And you're working with these Trandos to do it. The story is really good. Out of all the class stories, it may not be my favorite, but it was still fun to do.
Okay.
Now, the Trooper, this is going to sound crazy. The Trooper story is the first story I did as a dark side. Every choice I made was dark side, and it went really, really dark down a hole because as a Trooper, you're a military man.
Okay.
And basically you're telling your, general to shut up. You're the best there is, the best there was, and the best there will ever be. And it actually made the storyline really, really good. So the Bounty Hunter, I would say I would give an 8 cartel coin. A dark side Trooper, I would probably give an 8 cartel coin. A light side Trooper, I would say probably like a 7 cartel coin.
Okay. Yeah,
because don't forget there's 2 tracks.
Next up, we've got the Smuggler on the Republic side, and then we've got the Imperial Agent on the Empire.
Okay, so there's, with the Smuggler, if you play the Smuggler as if you were Han Solo, it's a 10 cartel coin all the way. He's snarky. You can flirt with every woman or man that you see. If you want to flirt, you're flirting, and you're going to make things happen. Where, I had a lot of fun playing that because I played it just like if I imagined myself as Han Solo cruising the galaxy in your ship, and it was really fun, like laugh out loud moments. So I would say, that's a solid 9 cartel coin. Now, the Imperial Agent is the quote-unquote best story in the game. Now, what's interesting about the Agent is when you first start playing the game, that is the only class you can start off by playing a Chiss. So, and the dialogue is different if you play a Chiss, which is pretty sweet, like Thrawn.
Yeah.
And the story is really good. I enjoyed the Imperial Agent because it's a different side of the Empire that you don't really see. It's like their special ops.
Okay.
I enjoyed the story, but it was not my favorite. A lot of people say the Agent story is the best, and a lot of people love the Agent. If it was me, I would give it an 8 cartel coin.
Okay. Excellent.
But the gist of all this is each story has its own perks.
Okay.
And you can play the game for completely free and play all of those class stories for free. And never pay $1 if you don't want.
Excellent. I'm excited. You've got me hyped up for it more than I have been in the past. I'm looking forward to delving a little bit deeper on Uplink as well into the world of SWTOR.